Good day everyone, I am Najira and I was tasked to discuss the topic of examples and weekly learning plan in English and Filipino. So I hope that you learn here. Maybe some of you already have a idea here kasi na-discuss din to ni Miss Natangko but in a math and science subject nga lang. So I have an activity here but unfortunately I wasn't able to present the activity kasi na since video learning to. So let's skip na lang. So before that is let me read my learning objectives. So at the end of the lesson, the students are expected to analyze the examples of weekly learning plan, and second is identify what plan shall consist in its following parts, and third is formulate a weekly home learning plan. So these three activity will be ito yung in-expected ko na after the end of the lesson is you will learn it, or ito yung mga inaasahan na malalaman ninyo. So the weekly what is weekly home learning plan? So yung weekly learning plan is yan yung parang guide siya or tools na ginagamit ng teacher or as a guide na para matulungan niya yung teacher at saka yung parents na matrack yung day-to-day in school and off-school general learning process of mga bata by as they implement the most suitable and feasible alternative learning modality based on the context of their school. So, parang in short is yung weekly home learning plan is dyan makikita ng parents at saka yung teacher kung ano yung malalearn ng mga bata, it's either in school or outside of the school. So, dito din nila makikita kapag yung mga, ano yung mga learning process, ano yung mga pwedeng ma-learn ng mga bata, ano yung mga assessment na gagamitin ng teacher na at the same time is suitable din sa learning nila. Like, for example, is distance learning or blended learning. So, this weekly home learning plan is nakakatulong siya na ma-aware yung mga learners also. So, they can be responsible for what they learn kasi na dun nila nakikita kung ano yung mga expected na malalearn nila. So, tulad ng sinabi ko. So next is that the weekly home learning plan shall be prepared by teacher implementing distance and blended learning. So of course, yung weekly home learning plan is, ang mag-implement nun is yung teacher. Hindi pwede yung like yung administrative or yung parents. Dapat is yung teacher kasi na sila yung nagdi-discuss sa mga bata. So the one who will implement this is the teacher kasi especially even though they in a distance or in a blended learning. So this weekly learning plan, weekly home learning plan, or the DLF or DL is, or daily log is an example of, or gi-prescribe siya. It is parang law or something institution na gi-prescribe ng DepEd. So it's called DepEd Order 42 Series 2016. So it also known as Policy Guidelines and Daily Lesson Plan Preparation for the K-12 basic education program shall be prepared by teacher implementing face-to-face learning. So, yung weekly home learning plan is, it is parang naging must na siya for the teacher na gumagawa dito para, especially if they are implementing a face-to-face learning plan. So, parang may pagka-same lang siya sa detailed lesson plan or yung DLP. So next is, of course, yung weekly home learning plan is may mga, para kapag nagde-develop tayo ng weekly home learning plan is kailangan may mga following din na procedures na kailangan natin sundin. May tatlong procedure here. So, first is refer to the most essential learning competency or MELC in a different subject area. So, of course, kailangan is yung gagawin mong learning plan is naka-base din siya sa MELC or yung learning competency na galing sa DepEd or others na especially in that subject, for example, English or Filipino. Then second is gather the self-learning modules is LMS and other learning materials needed for the self-paced learning modes such as distance learning and blended learning modalities. So of course, kapag gagawa ka ng weekly home learning plan is i-gather mo din yung mga resources na gagamitin mo na parang yung content ba na gagamitin mo sa learning para kasi dun ka magbe-base kung ano yung gagawin mo weekly home learning plan. So third is using the SLMS as a reference to accomplish the weekly learning plan by taking into considerations the learning competency. So ito sa third procedure is like parang you are going to base your concept or understanding o yung mga learning task nyo like yung mga assessment, formative assessment, summative assessment in a SLMs or yung sa module na gagamitin mo at the same time is i-base mo din yan sa learning competency na galing sa government o sa DepEd. Or dapat is yung makukuha nung or yung lesson mo or yung learning plan nyo is may parang may minimit ka na standard based on the education standard. So here is an example of English a weekly home learning plan. So ito yung sa first na to is yan yung sa English. So may category dito na day and time, learning area, learning competency, learning task, and mode of the delivery. Sa day and time is dyan nyo ilalagay kung ano, kailan nyo yan iti-teach. Like for example is iti-teach nyo ba yan sa Monday or sa Tuesday or any days or sa week. Depende yan sa paano nyo iti-teach yung lesson na yan. Learning area naman is dito naman ninyo ilalagay kung anong subject ba? Filipino ba? Or English ba? Science ba? Or math ba? Then, learning competency naman is dito naman kung ano yung subject or ano yung topic na malalearn ng mga bata or ano yung parang you're going to expect or ano yung mga pinaka-main idea na dapat nila ma-learn dito. Sa learning task naman is dito naman natin ilalagay kung ano yung mga assessment, ano yung mga diagnostic or assessment na gagamitin natin, ang activity na gagamitin natin dun sa learning ng mga bata sa within that day. So dito natin ililist. Then sa mode of delivery naman is kung ano yung mode of delivery, paano mo ba i-discuss yung lesson na yun. Like for example, have the parents hand in and output to the teacher's schools. Like, diba sa COVID-19 is parang yung so active mga module natin or yung assessment natin is yung teacher yung parents yung kukuha ng handout tapos sila din yung magbabalik dun sa handout na na-answeran na ng mga bata. So, hindi ko nabasahin yung mga laman nito kasi na pwede nyo din yan basahin. So, same din dun sa Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, sa Friday is dito is parang dito na yung self-assessment task. Like for example is pwede kang magbigay ng reflective journal sa mga bata or portfolio preparations or like parang dito is parang dito na yung part na summative assessment na ang gawin mo dito para matingnan mo kung na-learn ba nila, ano yung na-learn nila sa whole week. So, next naman is for the English, for Filipino naman na weekly home learning plan. So, same lang sila ng category dito. So, may day and time, learning area, learning competency, learning task, and mode of delivery. So, sa day and time, sa tulad ng sinabi ko na dito yung day. Then, learning area naman is dito yung subject. Then, learning competency naman is kung ano yung malalearn ng mga bata, ano yung topic na malalearn nila, or ano yung expected mo na malalearn ng mga bata. Then, learning task naman is dito naman nilalagay kung ano yung mga expected mo na gagawin ng mga bata throughout the lesson. Then, sa mode of delivery naman is dito naman kung ano yung, anong klase bang activity yung, or ano ba yung mode of delivery na gagamitin mo. For example is like, you're going to use a handout or video reporting or tulad mo sinabi ko sa English part na mag-hand in is yung parents, then ibabalik na naman ng parents. So parang, then sa Friday, sa Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday naman is same lang yung gagawin dito sa learning plan. Then sa Friday naman is dito mo ilalagay yung parang summative assessment mo, yung self-assessment task ng mga bata. Like for example is, you're going to evaluate the mga the learners kung ano yung mga na-learn nila. Like for example is like yung portfolio, reflective journals, and other assessment na pwede din sa inclusive education. So that's all everyone. So I hope that you learn, you have na-learn nyo kung paano gawin ba yung learning plan. So and that's all. Thank you everyone.